Hi guys, John Carver. Welcome back to That's Life with John Carver. This is episode number 297. And I'm calling this episode, If You Live Long Enough. Now, if you're younger, it's going to be a little difficult for you to maybe embrace some of the thoughts that I have in this episode today, but hear me out because I think there's some ideas that are going to help all of you in perspective and how we look at things through life. If you live long enough and or study history and or pay attention to a lot of stuff that's happened over the years, you're going to see a lot of patterns that have happened over and over and over again. Younger people, at least in my observation, haven't been breathing long enough, if you will, to really see some of those patterns because they, generally speaking, I'm using a broad brush, they tend not to study history. So when you're confronted with younger people who really don't know that they don't know, I would suggest having a little patience with them. I've tried to have a little patience with the younger folk because they don't know history. They haven't studied it like you and I may have. If they don't know that they don't know, and that's with adults too, by the way, older adults, there's not much you can teach them. Again, if people don't know that they don't know, there's not much that you can teach them. If they admit that they don't know, then there's a little window that you can teach them because now they understand that they don't know. But I would suggest to you that if you really want to learn more about what's happening in today's society, that you go back and study history. Because again, history, as the old saying says, repeats itself. Norm Cousins wrote, "History is a vast early warning system." Again, history is a vast early warning system. Larry Linier writes, "History is a resource." So if you choose to invest the time to study history and not what the politicians write about or not what people with an agenda have to write about, but do your own research, don't just read the history, but study the history, you're going to find a lot of information that's going to enlighten you what's happening right here today. And the great George Orwell wrote, quote, "The most effective way to destroy people is to deny and obliterate their own understanding of their history." I'll say it again slower. George Orwell said, "The most effective way to destroy people is to deny and obliterate their own understanding of their own history." So documented and verified history, really, if you stop and think about it, can be your best teacher and help you and I not to make the same mistakes that we've made in the past. So if you live long enough, or if you read history and study history long enough, you can really avoid a lot of pitfalls that are happening all around right now. My name is John Carver. Thanks for watching.